Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? You got Stud Style Tarot back up in the building. What's good, everybody? What is good? Now, you know what? I'm trying to get used to this microphone and the way I sound on here. I've been listening back. I'm like, it kind of don't even really sound like me. Kind of manufactured. But hey, I'm here. It makes it convenient for me so that I know that y'all can hear me and you don't have to turn your volumes all the way up. So collective, Spirit was telling me to just go on and press record right on this song that's called Couldn't Hear Me by Eric Roberson. And just before that song, we had Cruising by D'Angelo. And before that, we had Bittersweet by Fantasia. And see, when I started my process here of listening to Spirit Radio, I want to say that Soldier of Love song was playing again. And I was like, oh my God. I think after that, that And On by Erykah Badu came on. But see, at some point, I heard that Eric Benet song that was saying, Sometimes I Cry. And see, sometimes Spirit Radio be playing with me. Because it'll be on the playlist and then it disappears. But I do remember that Sometimes I Cry. I just can't remember when it played. If it was before the Bittersweet, because now they got And On as if, Spirit trying to let you know this person is crying, but they gonna still keep you on a karmic cycle. It's giving the energy of somebody who's learning their lesson now because they over here crying. And with this Couldn't Hear Me song, I don't know. I was trying to get rid of the decks from the table, and Spirit gave me all of these cards in my lap, all in the reverse. And I was like, I'm just curious, because see, I wanted to pull some cards out from the Gift of Virtue Oracle here. And as I was getting rid of the last few energies, we still have Dying Love on the table. And even with this Dying Love, the card says, I was trying to remain hopeful, but I feel you slipping away. You are. You got that protective shield over you. Your spirit guides are protecting you from somebody who may have gotten a bad verdict in this court case here, because that was actually the first card that was in the reverse. And then I got this cluster of cards that was in the reverse. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, my bad. So the cluster of cards that came out, first card at the bottom was Unfazed in the reverse, covered by New Beginning in the reverse, covered by Unexpected Income in the reverse, covered by social media stalker in the reverse, covered by harvest season in the reverse. And when I went to pick up the deck, now see, we have not hearing it energy at the bottom of the deck. But when I picked up the deck, Spirit had this at the bottom of the deck and was like, take this card. This was one more card for all the cards. And I said, dang, Spirit, conflict energy at the bottom of the deck? That's probably the reason why this is a dying love. Because there's still conflict between you and this person, or there will be, because this is somebody collective with this court case in the reverse. Maybe that's them getting judgment, right, for what they've done, and their judgment could be that you don't want to hear nothing they got to say. This is somebody you want nothing to do with if you still have conflict with them. But Spirit then already kind of gave us a little bit of tea, right? You know, this is somebody who said, you couldn't hear me. Remember when I first came on? And then now we have Come Close by Common playing right now. See, yeah, here it go, y'all, by Eric Roberson. Couldn't hear me. This is somebody who really now wants to come close and talk to you, but you're not hearing it. Collective, let me say my prayer. Angels, ancestors, and guides, thank you so much for your covering and your protection. Thank you so much, holy white angels. You know, my Holy Spirit team. I'm so grateful for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown spirit sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender spirit and bind it to them 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, Ashe. Look what just came on Spirit Radio. And wow, we already got a confirmation of that. You don't care. You don't care anymore. So see, what's happening is you got somebody who is phased right now by you. They feeling the effects of your absence, collective, because they're not getting a new beginning with you. Now this is somebody who's starting to feel it. They starting to feel the effects of your absence because they're not doing so good financially right now, collective. They money real funny. Maybe they could be in conflict with their person that they're with. And this could be spirit saying this is their judgment, that you got to be in this connection with someone else, this other person that they chose to be with, or shall we say to give a commitment to. This is somebody, collective, that wants to come back towards you, but you don't care what they going through anymore. Somebody who may not be able to stalk you anymore either. somebody who could have been watching you for a cool little minute, right? Now, not able to watch you because they trying to figure out how they can survive right now, collective. You know, when you having financial problems, you ain't got time to be sitting on your phone, stalking and watching somebody else. You got to figure out how to get your life back together. hmm This is somebody, collective, who really wants to talk to you. Maybe tell you what they got going on with this person they having conflict with. And you ain't trying to hear it. You tired of being that ear, right, collective? You tired of people weighing you down with their shit. You know, at some point, you got to control and protect your energy. And that means listening to other people's problems. People dumping. Have y'all heard of that? Like people dumping their problems onto you. That's like an energy dump. See? And you got to know how to draw the line with people that do that every day. They bring you their problems like you're a therapist, like you're a counselor. This is somebody who's in deep regret right now, too, collective, because this is somebody who didn't think you would really leave, or better yet, they couldn't get back to you. I regret walking away. I wish I knew then what I know now. Uh-huh. This could have been somebody. Hey, I just want the cards to speak. I don't want to bring in any energy from another reading, but it's like I'm picking up, the energy of someone who was doing some things, possibly behind your back. And spirit seen it. The divine seen it. And that's why somebody's not getting the answers, the verdict that maybe they wanted with this situation. Because spirit said there's no new beginning. See? But you got somebody strategizing. Even still, collective. You see this? This is somebody who's sitting here at the chess game trying to figure out their next move. I'm coming up with a plan and an offer you can't refuse. That sounds like Mission Impossible to me, collective. If spirit said that there's no new beginning here, it's giving Mission Impossible, especially if you're not trying to hear nothing they trying to say to you, collective. I think the court has already ruled. Ooh, did y'all see that? Okay. And spirit is telling me to take these right here. This card came out in the reverse, y'all. Epiphany in the reverse. This card says, I didn't realize how empty my life was until you left me. It came out in the reverse. Wow. This is giving the energy of somebody who's still doesn't feel like they see the truth about the situation here, or somebody's denying the truth still, collective, with the epiphany in the reverse. And then Spirit told me to take these two cards: true love and double life. Wow. Collective. Spirit said this person could have been your true love, but they still trying to keep you as a side piece. And that's why the court case is in the reverse. Or maybe this is Spirit saying this is this person's judgment for not seeing or trying to deny the truth about you, that you were their true love, but they were trying to keep you in a third party. Mm-hmm. Bottom of the deck, see? Silent moves. Energy at the bottom of the deck. It's giving somebody still could be trying to make some silent moves. Maybe they still lying to themselves, collective, that you're their true love. But they still trying to creep because they going through some conflict with somebody. They said now they got their head all up in your ASS right now, collective, because things are not working out where they at. Wow, look at that, y'all. Somebody's getting a divorce. Okay. Somebody is getting a divorce from someone. Or maybe this is what's happening in this court case. The bad news is that Spirit is divorcing you from this person, because this was a spiritual union, right? This was a divine union that you had with this person who was trying to act like they didn't see your value. They wanted to treat you like an option. I didn't realize how empty my life was until you left me. This is somebody whose life is empty. And like I said, they were denying your value in their life. They were trying to live a double life. So because they were doing that, I think Spirit is shutting this spiritual union down. And there is a divorce between the two of you. But you see, this is somebody who's trying to go against the grain, collective, with this desire to win energy. Oh my God. This is somebody who said, even with the verdict, I'm going to win. I'll look better, do better, and get someone hotter. Wow. So wait a minute. Y'all know what I just heard? This person, okay, in the 3D, they could be getting a divorce, right? With somebody and thinking they're going to come towards you because now they're seeing you as better and hotter than the person that they were with, the person who they chose to give a commitment, or maybe they were already in a commitment with. but they tried to downplay y'all connection. Now this is somebody who's going from not seeing your value, right, with the epiphany in the reverse, to the unfazed in the reverse now, which is saying, like, to me, now they are phased. Let me just read the card, y'all. The card says unbothered, nonchalant, unmoved, collected, untroubled, self-assured, level-headed. This is somebody who ain't self-assured now. This is somebody who now got a problem, right? They are bothered. They are phased. It's giving triggered, y'all. This is somebody who is triggered, possibly because they're not having this new beginning with you, even though they have this desire to win. I think Spirit is still saying, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Spirit is saying, y'all still not going to have no new beginning with each other. This contract is null and void. I just heard. It's null and void. You have been freed from this person in this divorce energy, but they got a big ego, collective. They said they're determined to win. Wow. Here we go, collective. It keeps coming out of this deck that this person might still be in this energy of trying to keep you in a love triangle, covered by arrogance. Oh my God. Y'all see that, collective? This is somebody, I told y'all, that ego, they desire, they said they gonna win, they gonna get better, do better, get better, get better looking. This person sound like a mess, y'all. And they're arrogant. Uh-huh. Wow. Sounding a little cocky too, right? They said they determined to win, but now they in the energy of regret. Maybe this is somebody who thought, right, that they could come back and do this to you. I mean, with that arrogance, right? Which is why Spirit said no new beginning. Not until you separate yourself from this love triangle. But they were still trying to keep you in the love triangle, collective. Damn, that's crazy. They were still trying to do it to you, huh? Healing. That could be you healing from this person. I'm taking the time to heal, to accept the love I know I deserve. Uh-huh. You healing from this person who right now is having financial problems with the unexpected income in the reverse. They're having financial problems right now, and you're healing, and you're in the energy of letting them go. You see that? You're healing and you're letting them go. Ooh, Spirit almost. Ooh, wow. We have trust the plan in the reverse. But I'm like, dang, y'all see how wait a minute, there was another card with that double life, y'all. There we go. I picked it up because these cards were on top of it. True love. This is somebody who feels like you're their true love, but collective. Spirit said you're no longer fantasizing about them, with fantasizing coming out in the reverse, and trusting the plan coming out in the reverse. You said you're over it. You're healing. You've learned your lesson. You said you don't want this anymore with this person who you may have blocked with the social media stalker in the reverse. You may have this person blocked on your social media. Because you know they're still in this energy of trying to move in silence, still be sneaky. They said they determined to win. Collective, you are in your harvest season right now, but they're not. And that's the reason why this person wants to come in towards you. It's always money driven for this person. It's always about the money. This is somebody who's very codependent on others for money. Spirit said they gonna call you. They are, because they need some help. Or they're trying to call you, even though you got them blocked. This is somebody who feels like they want to get back in control of you, collective. This is their energy. They want to get you back down with the program. You're healing from them, collective. This card says, I'm trying to control the situation to avoid having it control me. Collective. They're arrogant and they're living a double life. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation, which is why you need to continue to not give this person any access in your life, collective. Wow. Spirit had me holding those cards in my fingertips, but this is what flipped out. This is going to be somebody who's hard to read, collective. Even still, this card says, you confuse me. You give me mixed signals. This is somebody who's still going to be coming in trying to give you mixed signals, collective. I just want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Dating. This is somebody who still is trying to date you, collective. I mean, the arrogance is real. You see that? Now, Spirit gave me these 3 cards that look like they was covering that hard to read. I'm just curious to see what they are. One last chance, covered by unchanged, covered by wow. This person that regrets you knowing who they really are, collective. They're a cheater. They're living a double life. And you know better, collective. And you're healing from them. But here they go, talking about they want one more chance, only coming in to give you mixed signals, collective, which is why you really need to not even give them an opportunity to say anything. Or maybe that is your current energy. You're not hearing it. And that's the verdict. They thought that they could come in with these shenanigans and you like, I'm good. I don't even want to date you anymore. You're no longer what I want. They're no longer your fantasy. This is somebody you've gotten over, like You know, the plan was actually a karmic cycle that you got off the hamster wheel from. This was somebody who was still trying to keep you on that hamster wheel, collective, and you got right off of it. I got to get some tarot on this, y'all. This is somebody who still wants to date you, collective, after treating you like you were, or seeing you like you were an option, treating you like you were an option when you just happen to be their true love. We have the Five of Swords energy at the bottom of the deck, y'all. This is somebody who's still playing mind games with you. They're still going to be giving you mixed signals, collective, to confuse you, which is the reason why you are in this Two of Wands energy, choosing another path, going in another direction. Because you already know this person is living a double life, collective. And even if you were supposed to be their true love, they burnt this bridge. There's still conflict between y'all. I mean, like I said, they could be going through conflict with the person they chose that they can't get away from. Page of Pentacles energy at the bottom of the deck. Somebody who knows this pinnacle that they got to come in with is big. You know, they got to come in with their best energy. But even still, they're coming in as a page, collective, with one foot in. They're not coming in completely in this Page of Pentacles energy. But they want to try to give you a big offer, or present to you this big offer to get you back for that one last chance. Collective, I know you've already learned your lesson. You're not trying to date this person, but they want to date you, collective. Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck. Emperor energy, somebody that took forever to come in once again with that big old pinnacle that this person is carrying on their back. This is somebody who made a few stops along the way. They probably had other options that was keeping them occupied. And that's what took them so long. That Emperor energy could be someone who's still married, or at least still attached, but going through a divorce with you spiritually. I mean, either way, as above, so below. This is somebody who may need to get a divorce, and they're not. They might have somebody holding on to them, making it hard for them to get away. Spirit gave me two cards, y'all, for this unfazed in the reverse and divorce energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles covered by the Queen of Swords. I could take this so many ways, y'all. You could be this blessing, this Ace of Pentacles, but you had to step into your Queen of Swords energy when it comes to this person. You got your sword up. The other message that I heard was that this person has two people in their life, or they want to have two people in their life. The blessing and this Queen of Swords who could still be in their life. The person that they could still be attached to. Take it how it resonates. Because remember, we seen the love triangle here. I'm like, this is somebody who had a choice between two, right? Which is the reason why they took so long, because they needed to get a divorce from somebody. You know, they had a choice between a blessing and this Queen of Swords energy. And they still don't seem to be choosing, because look at this Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's still juggling. Somebody who was still trying to live a double life. They wanted you and that person. Uh-huh. And that's just greedy. But that's the, the energy of somebody wanting their cake and eating it too. Somebody said they want it all. That's just greedy. Which is the reason why there will be no new beginning. Because you can't do a divine being like this. Spirit gave me two cards in the reverse and crossing for this arrogant person that's not having a new beginning. Oh, we got the Devil in the reverse, covered by the Six of Swords in the reverse. Collective, this is somebody who's still bound to a devil. This is somebody who still may be dealing with addictions. This is somebody, Spirit said, cannot come back because they're still controlled by the devil, y'all. They can't come back because you're not doing toxicity. Ooh, and a spiritual burp on top of that. Excuse me, y'all. Confirmation. This is somebody who cannot come back because they're still attached to a dark entity. They have an entity attachment, y'all. And maybe that's what they're hiding in this moon energy. That dark entity attachment could be this Queen of Swords that came up. Mm-hmm. That Queen of Swords could be that devil in their life that they need to divorce, but they can't. Because didn't I say they need to, but somebody might be making it hard for them to get away? Collective, I had to catch these two cards in my lap, and this is coming out for the healing energy and the unexpected income in the reverse. This is somebody who is stressed out about you, collective, because this is somebody who feels like they could have had that unexpected income with you, but they're not getting it because they're still attached to that devil energy. And as we can see, you on your chariot. The Queen of Wands says she gone. You ain't got time for this. You ain't got time to stay attached to a toxic cycle with somebody who's not trying to give you a commitment. You know, they just want to come in and date you. That emperor is possibly still married, collective, still trying to play games with you. And that's why there is no new beginning for them. Okay, I'll take it, spirit. It's like spirit caught it in the hook of my finger. Wow. King of Cups. Okay, spirit. So this King of Cups energy is all in their feelings, you know, but you don't want them. They're no longer your fantasy. You know, they're not no longer part of the plan. They can no longer stalk your energy. Now they just have to swim in those feelings, huh? Somebody who's very, very emotional right now, still trying to figure out how to play mind games with you, collective. Keep that wall up. That's in your ear. Uh-huh. Thank you, spirit. We got these cards in the upright and crossing for the harvest season energy, and they will call. We got the magician in the upright, and we got the four pentacles in the upright. I think spirit is trying to let us know this person is also doing spell work because they're trying to hold on to your energy. I mean, we already see, you know, this dark energy coming out on the table. You know, this is somebody who's still doing spell work because they don't want to let you go, even though they're still attached to a devil energy. Mm-hmm. Damn, collective. That's crazy. Last energy, collective. Wow. See, yep, two of wands. We back at that. They still trying to hold on to you, but you have made a decision to go without them, to leave them behind. But didn't we see something about this person still strategizing? Collective. They still over here strategizing, but that's that Five of Swords. They said they doing everything they can to get this Ace of Cups with you, collective. Wow, look how it came out. They want this new beginning that you're going to have. Spirit is giving you. But that's why they're still trying. They said they're determined to win. Remember we seen that, collective? Because this is somebody who feels like you guys have a past life connection. I mean, we seen it here. This is somebody who's saying now they feel something, you know, deep for you. And that's what's motivating them to do the spell work, to try to get you to open up, because they're nostalgic, collective, about you. Wow. They're nostalgic about this sun energy. But look what came up behind the sun: judgment. And behind the judgment, Seven of Cups. They going through judgment because they came with illusions. And they still could be trying to, from what we see on the table, because they're still attached to a Queen of Swords. And now they're heartbroken because they're going through a reckoning. Spirit is calling on this person's soul to do the work, to get on this journey with you. But Spirit said they want to come in unchanged. And that's not going to fly with the divine collective. They still wanted to come in unchanged. And that's what Spirit isn't having for this last chance. Because they see this person coming in trying to give you mixed signals, because this is a karmic for you. You've learned your karmic lesson. They're just having a hard time accepting their judgment. And their judgment could be them having to do the work, the call on their soul. They can't be in this dark energy with you. Devil in the reverse. You don't do toxicity. We have, y'all, we have Saturn energy. It landed on the Queen of Wands. And it's in the upright. Saturn energy represents Capricorn, which y'all know represents the devil energy. And we already got the devil out on the table. Somebody could just be going through their karma with this Saturn coming out. This could be karma for this person trying to play games with a Queen of Wands. It landed on the Queen of Wands. And then we have the number 11 in the upright and crossing. And it landed on the divorce energy. And it also looks like it's touching the new beginning in the reverse as well. Your justice for this person being in devil energy with you is you being freed from this contract that you had with this person. This last energy, y'all, wow, is the star energy, Aquarius energy coming out in the reverse. We have a star energy in the reverse. Spirit is letting us know they are not healed. But you are. You're healing. They're not, collective. And that's why this is a dying love. Spirit got their shield protecting you from this person, because, collective, this is somebody who, if you get with them, it would be an unstable foundation. And Spirit don't want you in an unstable foundation. This could be somebody who's in an unstable foundation, which is the reason why they're having conflict with the person that they're with. And see, Spirit said they're a storm. They're going through a storm in their life. So that's why they're nostalgic. But here we have your grandmama coming through with this angel assistance. That looks like a grandmother or a maternal figure protecting you from the other side, collective, because this person is wearing a mask still. All right, collective, I gotta go. If you still here, please subscribe to the channel. I need more subscribers, y'all. I'm working on getting better at making more videos. And if you could like the video too, Please and thank you. That also helps. I appreciate you, stud stars. Till the next time. Love and light. And namaste.